Hello, everybody. All right, all right. Check my resources because y'all, I'll be going live, really going in, and then one of my channels will. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. Hold on. Got one that's not streaming now. Y'all. Okay, I think we're back in the game. All right. So, trying to go live right now, and I'm on more than one platform, guys. So, let's see. Let's do this. Live. We are live. We are live. Wanted to jump question about with our program with Seamless Academy. So in Seamless Academy is a school or anybody interested in wanting to offer non-hair replacement service our industry for hair loss clients. So when it comes to hair replacement, we make sure that you get the complete program. We make sure that you get the full. We get you get the full package with the program, because we know that now many businesses are not aware of. They're not aware. I was trying to do a looking back and forth stream that does multiple, but for whatever reason, it's hey coach, how you doing? They're jumping in. But today we want to make sure that we cover the topics about the frequently asked questions that we get before people join to billing insurance or accepting insurance for these services. It can seem a little tedious, it can seem a little overwhelming. And the last thing we want is for you guys to feel discouraged or not be aware of what's going on when it comes to that. Oh, hold on, about to bring somebody in, about to bring in a guest. But yeah, so
I need you working.
Oh yeah, go ahead, do your thing, DR. Yeah, this is my coach, guys.
Working. I'm out here in Mexico. I'm on here.
Thank you.
Tell you doing an amazing job, and let you do a few things. Let you introduce people.
Okay.
Tell who you are, what you do, how you can help them, and
So I am Amber McCray. I'm the lucrative insurance. What I do is I help beauty professionals actually convert their salons to a medical hair loss facility. Now, to say that because it sounds good, we actually say that term because actually be credentialed to be a durable medical equipment supplier, and the supply that we offer is cranial prosthesis. And the great thing about being able to do this makes it where you're eligible to actually offer insurance, accept insurance financing, and this will help individuals be able to offset their expenses. Many of you guys who come into this, go into the hair loss, I'm just really huge on teaching beauty professionals how to charge their worth, but at the same time, we want to make sure that our clients who are going through this detrimental time actually have a resource that they can. That's really much the synopsis of why I'm doing what I'm doing. It started got into the field. I'm like, okay, well, this is a good field and it's neat to pay for these services. These services, $1,000 or more, and these people, and for hair loss, a lot of my service clients were doing things like quick weaves, crochets, things that just cut. But when you actually get a little bit deeper into it, there's alternatives like non-surgical placement that can medically and customizably cover their particular. It's just a whole nother transformation that you can on, as well as get others to jump on, get other clients to jump on board with you because you changed.
Yeah. Listen, man, y'all make sure y'all give Amber a follow, man. Anything beauty industry related, she can help y'all. She's the one. If y'all got any questions, make sure y'all put them here so y'all give her a follow. I'm out in Mexico, so look, I'm about to go have breakfast with you. Enjoy real quick.
Appreciate it, Dion. Thank you. Y'all, this is my coach. Y'all be thank you. Enjoy your vacation. All right. But yes, guys, so definitely following. I've been going on and on about this program, this bundle that is called the Ultimate Hair Loss Bundle. So in this hair loss bundle, we have been able to offer different services for individuals. Our latest launch, which is the financial blueprint for hair loss businesses. Okay. And what this does, guys, is it actually gives the layout to being to accept insurance in your facility. It gives the layout on how to accept financing options for your clients. So, yes, shop pay, in which I'm not opposed to any of those, because I'm telling you, once I see that on my as an option. But the other great thing is when you have the offer when you get into the medical side of hair loss, there are other medical inclined programs that only certified individuals can get with. So we have things like Care Credit. You can get on with things. Fargo has a medical finance. Chase has a medical financing option for clients. So if you're willing to take your want to take your career to another level with this hair loss game, y'all, this is the class you want to take. Be able to afford these services. So nonprofit organizations that we help you guys get with that can help the children, because there are resources available for them as well. So like really truly help your people and truly help your get some type of, like you guys, we care about them already, we're sincere and genuine, especially if you decide to go on the hair loss, guys. You already, somebody has sitting in your that has made you be like, you know what, I need to find another option for them. And you see going through and the joy they get when you actually cover up not cover it up, but when you fix it, like, hey, my hair loss has become me. That is not me. So when you actually do something that can help them, and then on top of that, you're going to give them some type of financial relief, you for life. So for my people who we have programs for veterans. So actually places like the Veteran Affairs Hospital will offset these expenses to me. Did not know these programs existed. And I mean, when I'm saying covering, guys, I'm not talking about like no $2 for why they're dealing with their hair loss concerns. So my goal, guys, is to prepare the beauty offer these services, but you got to also make sure that you together. We cannot just approach these insurance companies and these medical financing companies and not have our stuff. We try to go into things like, what is the name of your salon? You can't be like, when we're salons, when we're stylish, real flashy, we can have these cool names. Like I might say Amber McCrae's, Amber style. You're trying to position yourself to elevate medical side of dealing with individuals with hair loss. You have to make is appropriate for the services you're offering. So now you might want to include things that, okay, I have a clinic. There's a hair loss clinic that the Hair Solutions Clinic, or maybe I'm things like that. So we actually teach you guys in this book how to come up with the proper name. Now your company did have has its purpose when it comes to like royalty, loyalty, and all of that. But maybe I had to change my shade when I decided to come into the hairline. Go in there with like flashy gold. Maybe need a softer tone of yellow. Vibes, giving supportive energy and all clinical to the hair to the medical industry. Happy New Year! Thank you for jumping in, Deborah. So yes, so I said Deborah. I'm sorry, I said the name. So that is something that you want to look into as well. Teach you, help you with your branding. We help you with your logos, so you can that insurance can cover hair loss, and then we get like, okay, oh, I'm jumping out here, I'm getting denied. I don't know why. What we do is we're trying to help you eliminate. We're trying to help eliminate or those things. We don't want you to keep hitting that door and get those denials, because get discouraged. Or now we filed a claim with an insurance company because because I gotten a certificate of completion in hair loss NPI number, which is a national provider identification number, and you haven't actually gotten credentialed with the company. Now and then you might get lucky, but if you just submitted a claim and you're not affiliated, you're not getting a paycheck. You're not sure that you guys know that we want to set you up for success, and that's why to a profitable hair loss medical facility, because you're not going to be correctly. And we go into all those dynamics that come with. So I'm going to bring up my, like I said, I know I'm on Instagram. Instagram don't questions that I want to share with you guys about things are not sure where they might have lacked it, like what's going on. So for example, we have one of the biggest questions I ask is who decides, okay, I want to actually oh, here it goes coming up. I have to go ahead and purchase their service. Purchase their supply. And in our case, guys, like I said, I do teach you guys how to be able to use insurance and other hair restoration plans and stuff as well. But when it comes to actually billable, it's the cranial prosthesis. Is the supply that we're referring to. And the question I usually get is, should the facility purchase supplies while waiting for claim processing? Should you do that? I tell anyone doing that, okay, there you go. You're going to get some clients sometimes that their insurance or some other financing option to cover their services. If they are adamant about waiting, reimbursement comes. Because the thing when it comes about insurance claims, that the stuff that people don't always tell you, insurance, depending on if you're how equipped you are with doing a claim. So if you have no experience in filing claims, your reimbursement back, and that could take up to 90 days. Now, so we know how to get it done faster because we like to do electronic submissions. But if you're haven't learned that, you don't know how to do that. Okay, we didn't go to school for medical billing or a master barber. We did not go to for medical billing and coding. So what we do and seem to help you guys really position in the terms that we can truly understand. And I have eliminated all that information that we get because there's doctors that, about all the people who bill claims. You got doctors billing that didn't file insurance. You have psychologists file insurance. You have behavioral health specialists that file insurance, but they actually most times hire a medical assistant. So something that a medical assistant is doing, we are stylists or design guys. I cannot stand. I do not want to set you guys up for failure. So to be successful in this, you are, especially if you're going to do it on your own, you are going to have to we help you in that era. Okay. So if an individual comes to you and say, hey, I would like for insurance, be that person that goes and actually buys the supplies before you get any type of reimbursement. What I do and alternatives for them, offer things like, and guys who are jumping on, if you are interested in any additional information about down in the chat, our topic today is frequently asked questions for beauty professionals and hair loss specialists. That is what we're talking about when they become a hair loss specialist. Or if you're interested, believe me, everybody's going to benefit from this. Chat. And I'll be sure to get back with you with more information. Then you go purchase the item. But what I do when somebody's adamant about that, I'm like, hey, well, you know what, we can go ahead and set up you a payment plan, or we could let you take advantage of this other payment option. So when that insurance claim comes, you could get reimbursed directly yourself. We would give you that. The facility can give the payment to that client. So that is a way that you can help, help with closing your sale. We really help you guys with that, because sometimes we just don't know what to say. Like we put out the price, we already went $85 or something for for quick weaves or something, or like say sew-ins. Now we asking them for $1,500. And now we're like, okay, it's $1,500. Now I don't have no other option to tell you how to pay it. So then we'll start shortening ourselves and say, well, on us, and we don't really know how to kind of, we just get nervous. Like, oh yeah, well, let me just tell them insurance on the eligibility and realize, oh, insurance didn't pay the full amount. Now you either shorten yourself because you done already told your client, hey, insurance would cover the whole thing, but now you're like, dang, and ask for some more. So I'm just telling you ahead of time, we're gonna go ahead and set the price. We already know that vendor is asking for, and I'm saying $1,500, guys, but look, cranial prosthesis can vary. All the payments we've done, there's cranial prosthesis $1,000. They can go up to $20,000, guys, for cranial prosthesis. So you need to help you with that, so you can know how to appropriately close this type of deal for your clients. And once your clients get on a routine and they're ready, they will actually, they'll come back because you then be able to afford something they really needed, or you may help them offset the cost. Who their service, right? They had a restoration, they were on a regrowth treatment plan, a self-savings account, the remainder. And we made, so by the time this client she didn't have to pay anything out of pocket. And guys, and some of these companies offer like a one-time, lifetime type situation. Well, okay, too, because even after that, even though her TRICARE probably wasn't going to pay anymore, $7,500 in services, where we actually took the time to get her hair. So that is how you work your program, guys, and what that looks like. And with Seamless Academy, we're going to show you how this look like. If you took our digital course, we have a digital course now, and talk about the big savings you can get in just a moment, and teach you and show you what that looks. That question, that first question that I asked, guys, should you purchase a supply before any type of payment or before your claim? Do not do that, because like I said, at the end of the day, your specialization, when you're they understand office, right? You go to that doctor's office, and the doctor's office, they run your insurance. Then that insurance comes up like, okay, well, we see this person has cut. What they're doing is they're seeing if your coverage is active. But let's say you go ahead and go through that appointment. They got time, and the insurance didn't clear, or I can't even say get home. Sometimes in the office, they stopping that. They realize once you got home, oh, this person is, or once they finish their appointment, this person. So what happens? Now you got to a medical professionals. We're doing this work, and we're like, hey, insurance gonna come in and do all these services and not get any payment for. No, that is not what you do. You let them know, like, hey, we did check your eligibility, and sometimes you can check that eligibility before they even come. Your service policy does not cover insurance at this time, or maybe you had to wait till you talk to a representative. They can kind of tell you. But like I said, guys, until that remittance advice comes, also known as the eligibility of benefits, your EOB. That EOB really about to be paid. Do not set yourself up saying, oh, insurance is going to cover any voices on the way saying this is what we're going to cover. So don't let your client. I love my clients. My clients don't read this, but I have heard, I've helped other beauty professionals that have overpromised, being reasonable and like, oh man, okay, I'm sorry, my insurance company didn't come through. I don't own any of that, because like I said, we were doctor's appointment and we not have any. That is, we didn't, our insurance didn't cover that doctor. back. Okay, we have to pay that facility that we went to back, and it's the same question that comes up that we ask about is in what instances should clients request reinsurance companies? This is any companies that offer hair loss services. What they do is they actually help the insurance companies themselves to actually risk and get their own reimbursement. Now, what we teach you guys is how to be a listed provider, a credentialed provider, and your facility is listed beside these same. So, instances where you might direct the company you. One of them is you may not be in the network yet. You might have a client that came to you and said, "Hey, you check my company." Like say, let's say you're not listed with Aetna yet. Okay, start the credentialing process, but right now I'm not. But I don't want you to have to wait. So I'm going to go the steps on how to go ask your insurance company for reimbursement. The word is never no. I'm not going to say no to anybody. I'm no to anybody. We are going to give an option. I'm not turning you down. Just come with it. I'm going to say, hey, that may not work, but this is what we're going to have all these things in your arsenal. You can do the same thing. And that's we already have said, beauty professionals, y'all know we are amazing. We make miracles for our clients. So now it's time to truly set your whole setup, have your whole setup correctly put together. Your client to the insurance company themselves. The other time, another instant where this will be necessary is, let's say the provider doesn't do insurance. Maybe I am a listed provider with the insurance company. Maybe I am listed with Blue Cross Blue Shield, but I just don't have the time or the pay bill insurance myself. So in that case, I may also, I wanted the marketing of being this as a provider, but now the steps to go reimbursement back yourself. That is okay. You can do that. We have a lot on our plates. So sometimes just being able to do those claim processing and keep up with it, that additional assistance. Another one, maybe the reimbursement rate is a discrepancy with it. Maybe it's the time for us to do that claim because they're not going to pay us that much, but maybe than what they offered to pay us. So and that varies. This is kind of a, y'all always, that's kind of that is one to consider. Another one is insurance companies. Another one is maybe the person's deductible is just too high. So if you actually now dollars, they don't go to the doctor that much. Now all that we requested got ate up out of the deductible, and now that person is gonna get not really any coverage direct, not in a check. Now on a plus side, that for you that was not a win-win for you. So if I see that there's a deductible, so it's not met yet, and the person's policy says, hey, they only get coverage after the deductible is met, and no, ahead and let you go directly to your insurance company, and maybe they have a clause directly for your service, for your unit as well. And then another one too, if they have specialized treatments and service, get on a certain provider types. So the provider type that we set you guys up to be is a durable. There are just certain services we can't bill because of that's we only have the qualifications to bill that instant. Other services may require medical, don't have to bill that service. So those are times that you can actually ask them to get reimbursement back from their company as well from that. So, but I know I'm talking to who I'm talking to. These questions have came from my audience. These are questions I have really been asked. So if it's for you, it's for you. I know those answers are going to resonate with people who are asking those questions. More, I know saying like, how do you go request from the insurance company? Like I said, most hair loss centers already do. But some of them don't even know that they can do that either. Or you have a hair loss client, not even saying you're certified in hair loss, but if you are a barber and you are currently working with hair loss people, I'm gonna need you to put like a 1 in the chat so I can know. All right, if you're doing hair or so you're a beauty professional, this applies to you because that's what got me into it. I got into it because I had already in my chair. I wasn't certified in hair loss, but my chair. I was weaving stuff. I'm sewing together braids to stay together because my clients didn't have the hair for me to grip it at that time. Knitting or weaving system so we can attach some hair to it. So professionals or stylists who could resonate with this type of one and have clients with hair loss in my chair. Barbers, I work with the barbers as well. What repair you doing? And you probably not even calling it hairline repair. You just trying to make sure the people leaving out with a fresh tape. You are doing hairline repair. That is a, their cranial prosthesis just for edges. There are way more faster services that are available. And like I said, we teach it in the form of not have to be a doctor to. So you're going to be offering some top-notch premium services for clients that need you. We're dealing with hair loss services right now. You need to definitely get in and take. Like anytime I hear a professional that says I do hair loss services, but I don't accept insurance, or I do hair loss services and I don't do offer any type of financing. That's not good. That's not good because they're leaving money on the table for yourself, leaving money on the table for your client. Your clients want these benefits. They would love that something is going, like, because they already having a concern. Like anybody who has those too good with these holidays, are you taking all that time off? I have to make sure I'm gonna get all of y'all this week before, because during the holidays we're off. I had to strategically plan it. These are not pop-in clients. These are not clients who are just like, I come when I'm ready. No, these clients come on schedule because they need your service. And if these people who come on scheduling them and alternative to pay, I'm offering them something. I'm offering them something showing that, hey, I do care. I care, first of all, servicing you and giving you top-notch service, premium services. But I'm also make sure that you don't have to do all this out of pocket, because what is a medical diagnosis, and that medical means you can get a medical code, a diagnosis code from your doctor. That means we can actually, it is medically necessary that you need some type of assistance and coverage for your changes when you learn the right terminology and you learn the game for this medical world. I am giving you a top-notch service that is medically diagnosed, and now this durable medical equipment supplier, I'll bill you, and because I'm going to be doing the procedure code, as I know, I follow some nurses. I know. So and then, but sometimes the big concern is clients don't even know that they can go to the doctor and ask them for a diagnosis so they can get a prescription for cranial prosthesis. Check this. There are doctors that do not know that they can actually ask for a prescription for. I have generated a letter that I send to my clients, and I give it to my beauty professionals as well. Ask their doctor like, hey, this person needs a letter of medicalness. This person letter of medical necessity and a prescription saying because they're dealing with alopecia and they need this to show on their medical record. This is a medical. This is medically necessary for their livelihood to have a better quality of life because we're saying cranial prosthesis, and some people I know we get cranial prosthesis. Well, that's the name. We don't just call it that. That's the name, cranial prosthesis. A prosthetic that you're missing. A prosthesis and missing leg. A prosthetic arm replaces an arm that's missing. Even a walker, medical equipment. A medical equipment helps a person have a better quality of life with a walker system to have a better quality of life. Replaces hair that's missing. Now they do have a helmet version, but people who have to have a helmet for their own. But prosthesis covers the helmets. Cranial prosthesis covers hair. Cranial prosthesis that covers the hair that is being missing. Okay, on the person's head. So in those cases, you have the right terminology, and so you can really break this down to your client. So this cranial prosthesis, guys, is not to this individual's head, and I'm not customizing it. Now I do know skills set to create that base materials, and they're able to sort together. But no, I just don't have the time for it. So I have medical vendors pieces. They're going to put the polyurethane strip so the person's head don't slide, or maybe they have a major burn, a scar. They have their burn victim. Scarred alopecia from a burn center. I mean, because they got burned. Cranial prosthesis because my skin is scarred and there are no hair follicles. My hair is never coming back. So in those cases, you want to get an individual. I just off on that rant like that, guys. We have to help our clients understand what is available because they don't know, and sometimes the doctor don't know. So as a specialist, it is to do what we need to do to get that information out to them, to their doctors, and also to their insurance companies. Because everybody, you know how insurance companies can be. They ain't trying to cover everything, so you might have what you want to offer. This is something that you want to offer. You definitely want to make sure that you are truly helping your client in all ways possible need. So that I want to make sure we go over is the reimbursement back from the insurance companies, because this is something you can start today. If I'm on live, guys, I want to make sure that you get some type of gain. If you have a client that's dealing with hair loss and you already are doing hair loss services for them, maybe not certified in hair loss yet, maybe you have not even stepped into trying to get go ahead and get paid for their services from the insurance company directly. When they come to you, do what they're already been doing. They need to go ahead and pay you for their services up front. So they have up front for their services. All right. Now, once you've done their service, you're supposed to give them a receipt. Okay, give them a receipt or give them an itemized invoice. Now, this itemized invoice needs to have the term, include the consultation cost in that, okay? That they're going to work with. And I'm trying guys over here. I'm actually have a presentation going on over here. So I'm trying. So if y'all see me going back and forth on the screen, this is going. You want to make sure they have that itemized receipt or invoice saying this is the coverage that we're going to what was provided. This is the services I've done. I've done them. I've done them a cranial prosthesis procedure because it's a procedure code. The code is A9282. You can Google that. A as an alpha, $92.80. So you give them this receipt. The client go do their work. The client will to the insurance company. And the insurance company will have them complete a claim form. All right. Instead of you doing following up, because you're not listed with them to follow up. The follow up will be them calling their insurance company, calling their member services. Now, guys, what we have for you guys, we're giving you something that you don't have to wait for the client to do it anymore. You can do that. You can be the person that's doing the following up, because we can be sometimes, guys. Our clients sometimes don't want to. They just not going to do. You know what I'm saying? And I don't blame them. They got their own life. So if we saying like, hey, we accept insurance, they truly mean. I already knew how my clients was. The reason why I know people like, what made you even care? I already knew my client about to go get no insurance. They're not gonna go talk to no insurance company. They're not gonna go. They're not gonna go talk to insurance companies. They're not gonna go get this claim. So now that's gonna start cutting anything that's gonna cut me from getting my payment. I don't want to depend on if they're gonna do it. Because remember, guys, if you got any questions, please drop them in the chat. I'm trying to answer any frequently asked questions. If you're not sure about hair loss, insurance, or medical financing, this is our time to drop your resource, get back with you, truly understand this. Clients were not about to go do all that work to get some money back for their hair. They just would have, you said this, oh, my bill is what? $800 something. Oh, my bill is $1,500. My hair is, my they gonna drop it. But until my confidence got up to be able to just say, yeah, your bill is $2,000 and that's it. I want to make sure that like, hey, okay, that we can offset these costs, qualify for coverage. And that's really what it is. I'm big on like, you're entitled to it. We're going to get it. They're entitled to diagnosis. They are entitled to getting payment. This is what they're supposed to do. So when it comes to the insurance, slide pair up here, guys. When it comes to insurance, remember, he has his own processes. Each insurance company has its own policies. So it's essential for that patient to understand his plan, rules, and requirements. So that's where we come in. They can always call. I want to make sure that I can help them get the max that they're going to get, because companies are going to try to give them a hard time. But now that I have like, hey, no, this step is what we're going to do to make sure that you get your coverage and make sure that I get my payment. That's it. That's what it is. So for anyone, for all of this, to summarize it all, for the I'm just waiting for my slide. Do not allow, don't, I probably discouraged. Do not let the you definitely want to overlook those significant benefits, and it can bring marketing that you would have never gotten. Like I said, if somebody told me this when I was in cosmetology school, I would have jumped out the door of cosmetology school and like, hey, how can I get to the medical school? Yes, I'm in cosmetology school. Yes, I'm about to go to college. I want to go to college. Help me with what I'm in. And I didn't go to college for medical billing, guys, because I didn't know. I actually went trying to go for dermatology because that's the only medical side of hair loss that I knew about. And then I found out about the trichology side. But even still, I was already in my second year of college by the time I found out about trichology school. So, and even when I graduated, I didn't jump straight into trichology school. I jumped in a non-surgical research and saying like, what? I've been doing hair loss and telling me about his own ways, and that's why in his own ways, it wasn't meant for me to do it, because if I didn't have to be able to teach you guys, I wouldn't be able to show you guys a simpler way and put it in terms that really fit you. And like I said, I'm not saying I'm the only one, but I'm telling you, I'm okay. I break it down, and I really want you to get results, because like I said, there are people who do not get covered by insurance. We teaching about the government funding, the government contract, and they can get. We're teaching about the nonprofit organizations you can get with. You could be your nonprofit organization. I mean, you're not supposed to get no money. It still runs money. To be a nonprofit. You still got to have some money to run your nonprofit. Partner you with the right specialist so you can get that set up correctly. So if you're in this program academy family, guys, you will be taken care of, because that's what we do. We take care of our clients, but we also take care of our beauty professionals, our fellow colleagues, because if we don't do this right, guys, if we keep jumping out here trying to do this insurance thing and we don't know what we're talking about, getting them in insurance companies. Honestly, that's really why I started teaching class. I knew beauty professionals, my fellow colleagues, even myself. If I went up there way that if I went up there to them the wrong way, asking to join these and didn't know what I was like, me, I'm gonna ask questions. I'm not just gonna say, hey, license, and I got my certificate of completion. You know how we do. I got my certificate of completion. I want to make sure that I'm trying to get my insurance. I'm trying to get money for my clients' hair loss. We cannot call them like, oh, what is that? No, you cannot call without an NPI number. Now we violating HIPAA, y'all. We violate HIPAA. Ain't cool with. You cannot call and provide identification number. Okay, and then we get with our actual, once you get into the network, there's a portal we can go to. And pull up the eligibility. But so ignore that line. This is the financial blueprint for hair loss businesses book, where it actually goes through all these things, the accepting the insurance, government, I say government contract, affiliated as a vendor first, and then getting the government contracting. But I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. But please, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, people not putting these details. Like, yes, I have gotten plenty VA payments, but then I found out later what I can have because people not just conscious off rip. You have to work and put some faith in the game before. So I've already been working with the government, and then you can get these certifications, so they have to give you a contract. Learn it. I'm telling y'all, because I want y'all to be about get excited about this boring stuff, but it ain't boring. It's money, y'all. It's money, and it really makes us more credible. As a time be like downplaying us, like, oh, okay, we are licensed. Oh, you just a stylist, and sometimes I do it on purpose. Oh, what you do? Oh, I just do hair, or I'm just a hairstylist. Then people start following me. No, I don't just do hair, but I ain't got time to explain all that I really do. Just you are great, man. We could do so much stuff. This license allows us to get with insurance companies and be a medical facility. Have a cosmetology license now, because I can go say Blue Cross Blue Shield. Hey, your members who are seeking services from me. Now I would like to be. But before I knew that, I have a member that's looking for coverage. I need to fill out, and it's not that doctor application, because we aren't doctors. Find your lane. If you're doing an application and the application says like, hey, well, that application says, well, start asking you name, what medical school did you go to? That's not us. That's the wrong application, y'all. If you ask that question, that's the wrong application. So like I said, if you're wanting to tune in, the game on how we can really get into this medical industry and offer medical finance and like truly be a don't have to, it's not just insurance. Doctors are not just insurance. When you go to your offer you some care credit, they offer you a payment and all that to our clients. I have clients who's getting insurance coverage. I have clients who are getting VA payments from the Veteran Affairs Hospital. That's with the government. I got clients who are just on a good payment plan. We just broke it down because they're on a contract. And in their contract, they're getting, hey, well, I'm working with you for a year. And then this year, we're going to units a year. Or we're going to give you 4 units a year. If they get like I'm going to give you 4 units a year. And this is your monthly price. Because I give them a package. And this monthly price included. It's how you present it. And I took what my, and I just pulled prices out the sky. I actually put together a financial strategy. All my mentees this. How to use this formula to figure out what the packages are for your. Well, you need to charge $3,000 for that. No, if your vendor might be giving you a different deal, or maybe might add bonnets, you might add shampoos in your package. So you need to make sure that you are offering you're. See, sometimes we get told, and like I said, we got to stop being so simple-minded, y'all, because sometimes we tell us everything. No, I need you to use this formula. And I'm gonna work with you on this formula. We're gonna use this formula and we're gonna figure out. I only been doing hair about 15 years. So my 30 year, I mean, I probably charge more to them, but because I know my worth, I'm gonna charge. But let's just say I didn't know my quality, I didn't know my prices, I didn't know my numbers. That $1 should not be charged the same thing as this 15-year styles. You been I get this speech. All that education you done got, all them certifications you done got, all that experience you have, and you still charge? No. Actually, I really don't even be on live on Saturday, but I missed Instagram. Up Instagram not streaming my stuff like it was supposed to. I want you guys to really get on game with this. Get you guys this bundle. I keep showing the bundle. You get 2 ebooks. One ebook is going to be about steps for the veteran to teach you to somebody that's going to really be able to help you. First of all, let me put that out there. You're not going to call the VA. I don't know what you're talking about. But if you don't have that DUNS number in that SAMS account, don't call it accounts for the government contract setup. I don't even know that was what we can do with the accounts. So the ebook that comes with this book tells you what accounts to get, what's the websites, how to apply. We also give a list that you can give to your veterans. You copy it and paste it, put it on your own to take, so you can actually request. I have my SAMS and DUNS number. Okay, emphasis on you can request me to your vendor. And then, guys, that is some of the fastest ways. Now there is the other way. Like I said, I definitely teach the way about how to go get on, get with the program. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do the quick way. If you follow me in any of my groups, I'm gonna give game to the veteran. Can ask for you, and you can get in the system way faster. That's the game. If you have a demand for services, you get in way faster. You have the appropriate account. So when they do you have this account? Do you have any of these accounts? If not, they're not going to even work with you on that. They may not. You get that ebook about steps for the veteran to receive coverage. And it's not coverage. It actually comes from a different fund. It's not insurance. but they receive coverage from the prosthetics department, because the prosthetics get shoes, they get walkers, they get the prosthetic limbs, all that is under the VA. Okay. And the other ebook you'll get is, guys, before you start doing any of business, getting your monies. So there's some information on there about how to get some funding, get your business credit together. So maybe you're having a hard time getting a bigger building, a bigger spot. Maybe you can't where you are. But guys, I'm telling you, I was definitely closing client. I was waiting for my building to get. I was with somebody working with them. I had to transition to get into my own. In the back of my homeboy, I was working in my homeboy barbershop, y'all. In the back, I was in the back. So I can tell you, where you are is not possible. Cozy, and I closed the plan for $7,500. This barbershop and all that. I got the back room. I couldn't be up there with the barber, so I read, and you wouldn't have known it was a storage area. And probably on here, he worked with me real tight, but no, it's not. It's not so much where you are. It's what you present to clients. That client see your passion. They'll follow you to your kitchen, and y'all know that because most of us start out. Need to get you some, work your way up so you can get you a suite, yeah, or maybe so we'll have that business structure book on that, and then we do have a mini e-course that comes with it as well, where you can actually learn about overview, which I kind of just gave you overview on live, but give you some accounts that you can go ahead and get started with that mini e-course. Now, the upsell part though, guys, and this is let me put the price out for that. So the ebook says it's on sale now. You save $50 off of that bundle. You get the whole book, okay? So you get this book plus the ebooks. Now, right now is $147. Now, I don't know who would want to take advantage of that. It's $140. You're gonna get $140. I'm big on that. Yeah. How many services you need to get your investment back? One, and not even the service. The consultation $147. You got your investment back in the e-bundle. I'm very strategic with my numbers. Okay. So if the next thing I want more than that, maybe you already have my bundle. Maybe you already have the, you already had some certifications, but you got Amber. This training is now available for 50% off. This training is access to our video module library for a lifetime. You get it for every. How to fill out the application. We're going through the actual applications, and I'm following me. You're gonna learn it the electronic way. Now I'm going to show you the paper way, but we're submitting everything electronic. It's 2023. I'm gonna move through that era where we still had to show our work. But I'm gonna show you the work, but then I'm saying, okay, the faster way you can get this money. Okay, I'm gonna actually show you how to do all that is on there as well. So, like I said, you save 50% off of this whole course. The book is included in the course. The ebooks are included in that course, and you also will have a and I would be going. I actually would go in there. So you can be that get the adequate information to get to truly you take your business to another level, but also to help your clients offset those hair loss expenses, but not because, like I said, it's not a discount. Hey, you qualify to get this coverage. You are just now getting on. I'm gonna be going live I'm gonna let you guys have your New Year's Eve stuff to do something, because sometimes I get caught up in work, and just 2024, 23 was cool. Now I ain't gonna lie, but 2024 about to just be amazing. So y'all go quite often. Instagram, I'm a little different. I'm new to live, but y'all gonna see me some more. But y'all already know what be happening in the groups. So if you're not in our exclusive community or tuned in, so you got to follow me. If you're on my Instagram, you can look up strategist Amber McCray. You can follow me on Facebook also under strategist Amber McCray. I'm trying to get everybody on the strategist Amber McCray page, okay? To be professionals, barbers, even people, anybody who's licensed with the state. Units. You can get the vendors list that I give you, because I'm tapped into the factories, and all you do is you go link up with other people who don't feel like doing all the altering, and guys, we about to make some differences out here in 2024. You don't have to wait. You can go ahead and get this bundle in this class today and start today. Okay. So we thank you.